Hello, this is part 2 of my Let's Play of MacenWolf. I've been really enjoying my time with this version of Wolfenstein, and while it's maybe not my favorite, with that being the original, I do think that this is a really interesting take on it, and I'm having fun with it.
Yeah!
So, forgot that the game has all sorts of weird sound effects, but I think so far my biggest complaint is the music. And well, I think my two big things are I actually like the high-res graphics, but that's one of the things. Every sprite is forward-facing, so while in another version of Wolfenstein those dogs would probably be facing the other direction, it just looks weird to have them facing you and not doing anything. The other thing is this music. It's a lot. I'm not always super fond of it, but oh well. I think a lot of this is good though. Like just all the additional weapons are kind of neat. They're not the best weapons, but it adds some variety. I also kind of miss... Not all of them are bad, but I feel like the guards were maybe a little more chatty or had more iconic line deliveries in the original game. Where here it's just... It's there. I mean, it's fine. Okay. Like, it looks a little odd to see every person kind of shuffle instead of walking to the side, they kind of just do this little slide in front of you, and it looks kind of goofy when you have like three guys, three Nazis just doing this little dance in front of you. Oh, there we go. Okay. I knew there had to be something. I don't know if this game has secret levels like the original. I haven't been doing too good of a job looking for secrets. So also having a hard time figuring out what I should be doing. Also, I'm playing this on easy. If you didn't see this in the first part, I'm playing this on easy because it's been a while since I've played.
Yeah!
There we go. Played Wolfenstein. And I thought maybe it'd be a little... I thought I'd be worse at the game than I am. So it's maybe a little... this is all being done with the MacenWolf port. which ports the Macintosh version of the game to Windows. It's all worked very well. I really enjoyed their port and the implementation of everything. I'm having trouble finding what I should do next, but I think the port itself is good. I know that's kind of like a classic Wolfenstein feature, is getting lost in mazes. I don't mind the maze layout most of the time. I think maybe I vibe a lot more with Doom and Quake. But I think for the most part I have not been getting stuck for too long. There we go. Okay. Here, let's see. I can. Okay. Yeah. Let me just show off. I guess some of the new weapons. This is the flamethrower. Oh, and then I ran out and switched to the rocket launcher. So my understanding is that. Man, I'm not finding anything. Oh, I got a key. Well, that's stupid. Okay, let's go back. So, my understanding is that the rocket launcher just cuts through guys. That's the perk of that. There's no splash damage. And it just runs through a bunch of people, which is very useful. If you've got a room full of people. I found that it was also really nice for boss fights. It could take them out pretty quickly, and I guess the only downside is it's not a hit scan weapon, so when you fire, it can take a second to travel to your destination. Flamethrower is... Oh, that's a short level. Except I got lost for so long, but that's my fault. And I've been saving after every level. The flamethrower is weird because it's strong. It takes out guys pretty quickly. I guess that's the perk of that. I also didn't realize until I forgot that the mentioned before, you can grab a lot of ammo in this version of Wolfenstein. I'm guessing that's a feature of the original Mac version. That's not something they added in this port. But I was surprised to see how much. Yeah, there's some weird level design things like that where you just walk into a room and 3 guys are staring at you. And I don't know if that's like they're all facing you because they can't face away. They aren't doing anything like that. Like they're just little quirks like that. Okay. Go.
Yeah!
Okay. started. Okay, so I don't think I went this way yet. It feels like the levels in this version of Wolfenstein are shorter. Maybe that's just my imagination. I think this is an interesting design because you've got, like, you can't get through. Can I? Oh, okay, that's interesting. So you can't. You just can't shoot through with your more powerful weapons. That's really interesting. Okay, so I've got to find the key for that. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't think I'm the best Wolfenstein player, so I'm kind of surprised that at least in the last video, I was getting through everything so quickly. And I don't know if that's just my imagination, or these levels really are shorter. Even ignoring that I'm playing them easy. There's probably a secret in there. I guess I don't really need this. See, so that rocket took out two guys right there.
Yeah!
And that's what I found is it's been the most useful for us if there's groups. I also don't know if I don't think they're strong enough that it breaks any design. I know that the third encounter does. So this is Wolfenstein second encounter, which is levels from the Super Nintendo or Jaguar version of the game, which this came after. After those two ports, I believe. And the game was designed with those weapons in mind. I don't think. Then they did a third encounter, which is. There we go. Okay. Which is third level from the original game. I don't think they're going to. They would break the design of those levels, though. They're not that strong. So I've got not this room. And then first encounter is like the first 2 or 3 levels and a boss fight, which is it's just a demo for the second encounter, which is very confusing naming. I think the Apple II GS version of the game uses a less confusing naming structure. Oh, they just dropped that on you. Okay. I am going to drop that down a little. I think it's a little. It's fine. The music's not bad. This is a bit much for me. It's not bad. I think I complained about the music on one level, but other than that, the tracks are pretty decent. I'll always have a preference over for the original, but not bad. And I can see how if I was younger and didn't have all the if I had played this at a younger age, I think I would maybe even prefer this version because I would think because these are high-res graphics, it's just better, which is not always the case. Um, oh, there we go. I knew there had to be something. Okay. Okay, so... yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Did I get every room? Yeah. Was this one? Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. I hit every... I mean, I'm sure I skipped a room, but... I thought I hit everything, and I clearly did not. So now I have to revisit the whole level again. Man. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. That was... okay. I would love to know what... I don't know, like, what the developers of this game... this version, like... how much they studied the level design of the original? Just like... were they trying to emulate? Like, what the thought process was when making levels that aren't... yours. Like, or for a game that you developed. And because... this is basically a level pack, in some ways. So... and I don't think... that was... maybe I'm wrong. I guess Catacomb 3D had those sequels that were in Quiet Software. This is unfortunate. But that's like all like early days of level... like... it's not modding, but they are making content or whatever you want to call it for a game that wasn't... they weren't the like lead designers. Oh man, this sucks. What am I missing? Alright, there we go. I'm not even really sure.
Yeah!
Okay. Flamethrower. Part of the easiness of this, just in addition to me playing on literally is using mouse and keyboard, of course. Okay. I don't understand. I guess we get the flamethrower? I feel like that was a lot of enemies and whatnot. I don't remember where this was. I know there's a key. And... or a door. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is a lot of Hitler portraits. Not that any amount is okay, but it's a lot, even if, you know, for a Nazi. Yeah. What in the world is going on with this level? I heard someone. Maybe I... Is it a secret? Is this just to mess with me? Okay, I just want to see this. Alright, I don't think I need to do... Yeah, okay. That is a weird way to end the level. Okay, well... Oh, that's funny. Oh, 2 of them! That's really funny. What a weird elevator. Okay. Well, that's that level.
Alright!
Alright. Okay. Do you think there's Wolfenstein lore covering the mutants just hanging out? Like, I assume that'd be weird. At your workplace and all these. So also things like that I think are interesting. Like why that change?
Halt!
Halten Sie!
Oh. Okay, so that's the max. It's $2.99 for bullets.
Halten Sie!
Halt!
So that was just this? I guess? Was that it? Alright. Well. There you have it. That's a lot of empty space. Okay, so I can just keep... Okay, that's my starting point. There we go. I'm running into a lot. Not. It seems like the last room I hit is always the one with the key. So I will not be speedrunning this. Although, if you're at home watching this, I beg you. There's a lot less speedrunners for this game than for regular Wolfenstein. Yeah, so...
Halt!
And that's not something you can normally do in any other difficulty but easy.
Achtung! Achtung! Achtung!
Halt!
Achtung!
There we go. Okay.
Achtung!
I don't even know where I'm at now. I thought I must have gone somewhere I shouldn't be. Because I had... Right? Because I... found the room. I do need... Alright. So I think it was... There we go. Holy shit. Oh! That was a weird thing. Alright. What? Like, it's almost like they're just trying to ratchet up how much... I don't know. I feel like in another level or two, half the level is going to be in an elevator. Okay, well, I think this is a boss fight coming up. Oh, I've got that ready to go. Yeah.
Halten Sie!
This looks like a boss. Right? Maybe not. Wait. Did that make a guard noise when I maybe it's that. Okay. That was very odd. I think I hit. There we go. There we go. Okay. I always thought this was a fun boss idea. Oh, shit. Okay. Ooh. This is a tough level. Kinda. Okay, I guess I'm gonna just do... I didn't get to see... Oh well. Okay, well, that's that. That's... Alright, I'll just go finish the level. Not my best performance. Holy shit, okay, so this is... Yeah, I missed everything. That one. Okay. 4 or 5. We are getting there. I think... I don't know how many... There's 30 levels? I looked this up last time. I forgot how many we've got. I also don't know if you fight Hitler in the, like, do you just fight Hitler twice?
All right.
I feel like that's been happening a lot, where I'm clearly triggering an enemy in another room. I don't know if it's that sensitive, and maybe it is. Maybe this is my imagination. But I don't remember it being that sensitive in the original. Oh, did I? No. I don't know what that's all about. That's a weird. So. Oh, okay. That's a lot of dogs. Okay. Maybe I've just been missing them all, but I feel like there hasn't been any... Oh, I've got a key. Okay. Boss fights usually have them saying something, and I don't think I've heard anything. I think that was part of the fun. They all had some big one-liners. Okay. The levels do feel a lot longer. I've only gone through. Oh man. basically just hitting up every... I think I did all this. Didn't I twice now? I'm running into that a little bit more. Those levels. I think they're... Yeah, it feels like they aren't... Maybe I... I feel like... What the hell? Oh, okay. That was weird. They aren't using both keys as much? Maybe they are. But... It feels like...
Alright!
I'm just kind of... Once I get the one key, then I kind of scramble and look for... Alright. Whoa! Felt like a dog there bit through the guard. Like, there we go, there's another...
Yeah!
And some of this might just be the port. Like, that's not... That might be a weird... Like, maybe something introduced in the port that wasn't meant to... That isn't in the original Macintosh version. Who knows? There's nothing that, like, hurts the game. It's just a weird little, like, quirk. Another thing I noticed is I can back into stuff. I feel like regular Wolfenstein's a lot more finicky about that. Where... I'll miss things if I'm not walking straight into it.
Urgency.
Yeah. Well, that's... Whoa. Alright. Oh! That's fascinating. So they're just... Oh, man. Ooh. This is some really weird level design. This is wild. Alright, so maybe do I have... Oh, I just have the rocket launcher at this point. Oh shit. Because I don't think I have any ammo. What is the deal with that? Do I just make a run for it? Because I can't get any of the ammo. I just... Oh, jeez. I mean, I guess there you have it. But nothing in here either. That is really wild. So, huh. That's interesting. I don't know if it's... God, I don't know how to feel about that, but it's interesting. You can't So you just kind of have to accept that they're all bullet sponges, and then also, other than grabbing a little bit of ammo, that's kind of it for that room? What a weird design. Not bad, but I love seeing... Did I go in? Okay. Oh my god, die. I just love seeing different approaches to Wolfenstein levels. Holy shit. I guess. Man, that was... I guess it was just a bad idea to go in that room. Okay, so at least I've got something. But man, oh man, that ruined me. There's although I kind of have to explore everything now. I wasted all my ammo trying to... I thought that, like... I kind of knew I didn't need to do that, but... Just because... They're there. I don't know if this is... This has to be... So you can see... Okay. I guess I should just use this more. I'm not used to having a map, but... Oh, shit. They're getting really sneaky with this level design now. I guess I'll...
All right! All right!
Let's call it here. We'll do, I think, one more of these. I want to finish this. But I'm having a good time. It's really fascinating seeing them try different things. Like what a hard Wolfenstein level means to the level designers of this versus id Software. Awesome. Well, thank you for watching.